What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be covering iOS 18.2, what's new, and all the fun goodies. If you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I see there's a lot of y'all. I did note that one of the comments I was responding back to yesterday when I made the 18.2 release candidate 2, the video, one of the people commented that they're excited to see the iOS 18.2 come out because of the fact that Apple Intelligence is coming to Europe. That's actually really exciting. So you'll get this animation, of course, and you'll like that. And then you'll get this sound, of course, as y'all heard, which is actually pretty nice. I mean, Apple Intelligence is nice, but especially with the camera control button, if you have a 16 with the recognized photos, is actually even nicer. So like I do in every video, we're going to dive in and read everything through the release notes. I am visually impaired myself, so I do use a screen reader called VoiceOver, which makes it more accessible for me as being visually impaired. I'm not totally blind, but here we are. We're going to go through the what's new release notes on the 18.2 update and go from there. Let's get started. All right, so my update is coming from the release candidate build of 18.2 RC1 to RC2. I'm not going to confuse y'all. If you have the beta updates toggle set to developer or public beta, then you'll get the developer or public betas. Once you install build 22C151 yesterday, Monday, December 9th, 2024, 1 p.m. Eastern, you set the beta update toggle to off, and that will just give you public updates like 18.2.1 and future updates. I will go through at the end and shut that toggle off in this video and show you all that. So here we go. All right, so here we are with the learn more list. One of the things I made in my previous video, but I had to scrap it because of the different build number, but the Apple Intelligence, all iPhone 16 models, then they say iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. Why don't you just put it as all iPhone 16 models and then all iPhone 15 Pro models?
Apple Intelligence bullet list start.
All right, here we go.
Image Playground.
Image Playground. I don't know if this is coming. I don't know Image Playground is coming to Europe. To my subscribers that watch in Europe, please let me know.
White Bullet, a new app that lets you use concepts, descriptions, and people from your photo library to create fun, playful images in multiple styles. White Bullet, swipe through previews and choose from as you add concepts to your playground. White, choose from animation and illustration styles when creating your image. White, create images and messages in freeform, as well as third-party apps. White Bullet, images are synced in your Image Playground library across all your devices with iCloud. List end.
All right, so there you go. Image Playground, you can create AI images with existing images. I noticed that if you change an image to black and white or, take all the color out and then use that image, it makes it look more trashy. Just ask Lavendi what happened there because we were testing it and I used him as a test subject. But the Image Playgrounds is nice. I've been playing with it. I know at the beginning during the beta cycle, it got a lot of heat because of the fact that the Image Playgrounds was taking forever to be open up for people testing beta. Like, it took some people 2+ weeks, if not almost a month, to get the Image Playgrounds. Hopefully it's quicker now that it's out to the public. But this is still Apple Intelligence beta. It's still a beta.
Bullet, Genmoji.
Genmoji. VoiceOver's pronouncing this weird, so we're going to refer to this as Genmoji, but it's all one word, so it's reading it wrong.
White Bullet, Genmoji allows you to create a custom emoji right from the keyboard.
So you can create a custom emoji from the keyboard for the Genmoji. So whatever you want, you can do that, and it also saves to that keyboard as the recently used, I guess, stickers.
White Bullet, Genmoji are synced in your sticker drawer across all your
devices. Yes, so it is a sticker drawer. It is synced in there, which is actually really nice.
With iCloud, list end.
So it's also synced with iCloud. So like you do it on an iPhone 16 Pro, and then you are like me, you want to use the same emoji on the 15 Pro Max. If you're responding to another conversation that requires that emoji or whatever, you can do that, and it syncs across the device.
Bullet, ChatGPT support.
ChatGPT support. I'm pretty sure this is all across all the areas with the Apple Intelligence, the stuff like that. The ChatGPT support is actually really nice. I really like it.
ChatGPT from OpenAI can be accessed right from serial writing tools.
So within writing tools is really nice because like I've used it where I'm in notes and I want to do something that I don't want it logged in my actual ChatGPT account where I have the ChatGPT app. So I do it anonymously through there and not link it. And it's nice.
White bullet compose and writing tools allows you to create something from scratch with ChatGPT.
Yes, that also is really nice, especially when I was writing something for an actual update for someone, and I was kind of busy, so some of the replies on the comments to this channel are used with a mixture of Apple Intelligence and ChatGPT, especially when I'm really busy, but I like to respond back to y'all as quick as I can. So if you notice it's off-putting or whatever, it is a little bit of a AI factor, but I do monitor it and make sure it's all correct.
White Siri can tap into ChatGPT when relevant to provide you an answer. White a ChatGPT account is not required and your request will be anonymous and won't be used to train OpenAI's models.
So you could sign in or not. If you don't want to sign in, you want to use ChatGPT, but you want to remain, you want to be anonymous about it, remain anonymous. You can, and that's nice.
White bullet. Sign in with ChatGPT to access your account benefits, and requests will be covered by OpenAI's data policies.
So if you sign in, it'll be covered by OpenAI's data policies, or if you don't want to sign in, you don't have to. So if you have a ChatGPT account and you're signed in through your ChatGPT application, it does not sign you in via the ChatGPT integration within settings.
Bullet. Image 1 turns sketches and handwritten or typed notes into images and notes.
All right, so image 1, this is actually an interesting feature. I haven't really played with it that much.
Bullet. Describe your change in writing tools allows you to suggest how you'd like something rewritten, for example, as a poem. List end.
All right, so if you wanted to, that's actually nice.
Camera bullet. List start.
All right, camera control. This is only on the 16 models.
Visual intelligence with camera control helps you instantly learn about places or interact with information simply by pointing your iPhone at the object, with the option to tap into Google search or ChatGPT.
I don't know why it's just locked to these iPhones with the camera control button. There should be no reason, because like Google Lens is supported on Galaxy S22 or even the S21.
Bullet. Camera control two-stage shutter lets you lock focus and exposure in camera when light pressing the camera control. List end. Mail.
All right, there you go. So now here's what's new in Mail. I know some people don't like the new Mail interface. Some people do. It's okay with me, but it is what it is.
Bullet. Mail categorization sorts your messages to help you prioritize the most important messages. Bullet. Digest view groups all of the messages from one sender into a single bundle for easy browsing.
That is actually a nice feature, because I get a lot of emails. I like that I can bundle all the emails from one sender into like one group or whatever. I actually like that feature.
Photo. Bullet. List start.
Photos got a lot of hate this year. Zolo Tech, Aaron Zolo, he did a really good video on changing the Photos app back to pre-iOS 18. If you like that, or you want it to go back to pre-iOS 18, you can, and that is really nice. All right, here we are with Photos.
Bullet. With video viewing improvements, including the ability to scrub frame by frame and a setting to turn off auto looping video playback.
Oh, thank God we can turn off auto looping frame. That's really nice.
Bullet. Improvements when navigating collections views, including the ability to swipe right to go back to the previous view.
Okay. That's actually nice about the, swiping back to go to the previous view for the Photos app.
Bullet. Recently viewed and recently shared album history can be cleared.
Okay, so recent viewed and recently shared album. So you can now clear it if you was sharing something to someone, but you don't want to see it no more.
Bullet. Favorites album appears in the utilities collection in addition to pinned collections. List end.
Nice.
Browser.
Alright, I nicknamed it browser, but Safari.
Bullet. New background images to customize your Safari start page.
So like when you launch Brave, it's kind of different, but it has this kind of like, background. You can actually do the same now with Safari, which is actually pretty nice.
Bullet. Import and export enables you to export your browsing data from Safari and import browsing data from another app into Safari.
Okay, so if you wanted to, you can export your browsing data. Say you want to go and be like, I'm done with Safari, I want Chrome. You could do that today. And if you want to go back, say you want to go from Chrome to Safari, you can go and do that today and import your browsing history over to Safari from Chrome or whatever you're using, whatever browser you prefer. Or if you want to get out of Safari, vice versa. Whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Bullet. HTTPS priority upgrades URLs to HTTPS whenever possible.
So whenever possible, upgrading to HTTPS URLs. That's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully it doesn't break websites.
Bullet. File download live activity shows the progress of a file download in the dynamic island and on your home screen.
This was needed to be added long ago, and I know that was bad grammar, but this is a feature that needed to be added long ago, because I like downloading files, and sometimes when when I'm downloading something, it's not in the best area for service. So I still want to see the stats. Even if it's up in the dynamic island, I want to see it.
This update bullet. List start.
All right, this update includes the following bug fixes and improvements for your iPhone.
Voice memo bullet. Voice memo supports layered recording, letting you add vocals over an existing song idea without the need for headphones. Then import your 2-track projects directly into Logic Pro, iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Okay, so because of the A18 Pro and its memory bandwidth allocation, I get that.
Bullet. Share item location and Find My helps you locate and recover misplaced items by easily and securely sharing the location of an AirTag or Find My network accessory with trusted third parties, such as airlines.
Okay, that's really nice. Like if you're flying or whatever and your stuff gets lost, you can share the location with the airline now to track it and get your stuff back, hopefully, because there's been some stuff with airlines and chaos that has occurred with missed items, and I've heard stories, some good, some bad, and hopefully this helps for the better of people that are flying and get their stuff lost.
Bullet. Natural language search in Apple Music and Apple TV app lets you describe what you're looking for using any combination of categories like genres, moods, actors, decades, and more.
Okay, so that's actually a nice feature for people that are just not like extremely tech savvy and they want to use more of a basic search. That hopefully it's kind of like YouTube Music and YouTube TV kind of esque search variety.
Bullet. Favorite categories and podcasts allows you to choose your favorite categories and get relevant show recommendations that you can easily access in your library.
Okay, I don't use the podcast apps all the time. I do have a few podcasts that are saved, but I don't use it that much. I barely open it. Let me know if you use the podcast app down below.
Bullet. Personalized search page in podcast highlights the most relevant categories and editorially curated collections tailored to you.
All right.
Bullet. Sudoku for News Plus puzzles provided in 3 difficulty levels and available for News Plus subscribers.
So there's some News Plus stuff here with the Sudoku if you want to read it. I don't use the Apple News Plus membership. Neither am I. I'm only subscribed to the iCloud 2 terabyte storage and Apple Music.
Bullet. Support for the hearing test feature on AirPods Pro 2 in Cyprus, Czechia, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Romania, Spain, United Arab Emirates, and United Kingdom.
So United Kingdom and 8 other countries are now supported for the hearing test on the AirPod Pro 2, which was a great deal on Amazon about 2 weeks ago now. They were $154 US.
Bullet. Support for the hearing aid feature on AirPods Pro 2 in United Arab Emirates.
So the United Arab Emirates is also supported.
Bullet. Pre-market price quotes in stocks lets you track NASDAQ and NYSE tickers prior to market open.
So prior to the market opening, you can actually now track your stock price of what stocks are and the stock market via the stocks app now. So that's nice.
Bullet. Fixes an issue where recently captured photos do not appear immediately in the all photos grid.
Okay, that I have not had an issue with, but I'm glad it's fixed.
Bullet. Fixes an issue where night mode photos and camera could appear degraded when capturing long exposures. iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max. List end.
So it wasn't affecting 16 models or the 15 Pro Max. Jesus, if I could talk. But it was only affecting 16 and Pro and 16 Pro Max. That's interesting.
Some features may not be available.
So some features may not be available on all devices or in all regions. Check the description down below where I have all the iOS, macOS, tvOS, watchOS, visionOS, all the updates, the iPadOS update, the latest build numbers. I have them all in the description along with these links right here
HTTP.
that I have highlighted.
Empty list.
And there you go. So some features, including security updates and stuff like that. So let's jump over to watchOS. And as previously recorded, iPadOS has the same list. So I'm going to just save y'all some time. And it's out. But yeah. So when I went into software update on the watch, there are new terms of service that you'd have to agree to.
Toolbar. Agree. Button.
I'm just going to agree to them because I'm not going to waste y'all's time with this video of doing that. So there's only like 2 bug fixes and improvements with the Apple Watch right here.
App can pause recording. Bullet. Kinds app expands map support for tidal conditions and coastal locations in China.
So tidal locations in China, you now get that support, and then the camera control app now lets you pause recordings on the Apple Watch when recording. So technically, I could just pause the recording instead of ending and then playing recording videos in the studio here. But I do the old-fashioned way: stop recording, start recording. But you can now do that.
Bullet. Move camera remote app can pause recording of iPhone video. List it for information on the security.
And of course, for information on the security content of Apple's updates, see the link down below, and it's the same link. So there's not much. And of course, like I said, all updates that came out with the 18.2 and watchOS 11.2, all the updates and their build numbers are linked down below in the description. So you have all the updated info that you can refer to make sure all your devices are up to date. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoy y'all's new macOS update, visionOS update if you have a Vision Pro, tvOS update, iOS update, of course, watchOS update. I like my Apple Watch still. And the iPadOS update, last but not least. They're all good. They're all stable. I haven't had that many issues with 18.2, testing it with the beta of release candidate. My Wi-Fi bug issue with the 16 Pro that I reported on 18.1.1 has been fixed. Glad to see it getting fixed. And of course, welcome Europe to Ask ChatGPT. What can you do?
Do you want me to send this screenshot to ChatGPT?
Yes.
I can't identify people or personal information in images, but I can help with various queries like finding information, answering questions, offering advice, and more.
Ask ChatGPT, what's on my screen?
Your screen displays a typical iPhone home screen with various app icons such as FaceTime, Calendar, Photos, Camera, Mail, Clock, Maps, and Weather. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please say that again?
But there you go.
FaceTime.
I asked it wrong, so that was my fault. But and then it caught me laughing, and then thought I was talking to it. So that was fun. But you could do that. So like if I go into here
TV.
and go to the weather app, like I'll demonstrate here, like here. Ask ChatGPT, what's on my screen?
Do you want me to send this screenshot to ChatGPT?
Yes.
The image on your screen appears to be a weather forecast. It shows the current conditions, hourly weather predictions for the next few hours, and a 10-day forecast. The current temperature is 66 degrees Fahrenheit, with gusts up to 14 miles per hour. And it looks like there is rain expected on Wednesday with a 70% chance. That was from ChatGPT. Check important info for mistakes.
So it used to get like more descriptive, which is weird. It didn't that time, but so for someone that has a visual impairment like myself and doesn't want to use VoiceOver all the time and then have Siri read it out using ChatGPT and sending it off, that is actually pretty nice if I come across that, which is really, really nice. The 15 Pro Max also has that same feature about the recognized stuff. So technically, if you open up Zoom, you could probably have a workaround for the recognizing buildings. So I might have to experiment with that one. But I will eventually do a video where I'm out somewhere and I will use the this feature right here.
Open visual intelligence with camera control. Learn about the objects and places around you and get more information about what you see. The images iPhone uses to identify objects and places are not stored on device and are only shared with Apple to process what's in view.
So they go to the Apple Cloud Compute, like what Apple was talking about. So this goes to a cloud server. You do need an internet connection to use this. This is not on device.
Continue button.
So it's like Google Lens, but I think it's in-house at Apple.
10-day forecast.
But there you go. And then it drops you back to the weather app, which then you can head
Weather.
home for that. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. It's jam-packed. There's a good amount of updates. I'm going to go through some features and pop-ups and whatever when I get that video done this weekend. And I'm going to do like a news segment, kind of like Brandon Butch and all them. But I got a good jam-packed Apple update for the weekend this weekend, even though Apple is kind of dry when it comes to December. There's no new products, no new stuff. But I got a jam-packed video hopefully this weekend if I can get some time to do it. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I will see y'all in a future update. Peace.